When I was in high school, I had the opportunity to travel to England and Scotland on a hockey tour. And we were 50 girls in part of this tour group, ready to play hockey in a different country. But obviously, a group this large attracts attention. So at one point, there were a few guys coming up to us. And I remember how the one guy just wanted to figure out from where are we because he was so mesmerized by our accents. And for years, I've been embarrassed about my Afrikaans accent. And I thought back on that moment that somewhere he came from Australia and he appreciated the Afrikaans accent. And then I thought to myself, but I love it when someone has an Italian or a French or a European accent. And why should I be embarrassed about my accent if someone else, if somewhere in the world someone finds an Afrikaans accent interesting? And this made me think of how much we hold back on what we would love to say because of the little embarrassments, of the little things stopping us from actually saying something. But something deeper than just an accent is the value of what you've got to share. And I remember how when I used to do sermons at church, I could prepare for the sermon. I was ready. I was confident enough to go stand up and talk. But there was a specific crowd of people or a specific group of people that I was afraid to speak in front of. So when I did my own personal internal work and using the DiMartini method, I realized that it's only specific people that I'm afraid to talk in front of. And that is people with gray hair, actually men with gray hair. And where that came from was the perception that I had that my grandfather, who had gray hair, is wiser than I am. He knows more than I do. So when I did sermons, I was afraid to talk to some of those gray-haired men in the crowd and share something with them. But when I did the work to see that what I know and what they know are just different things and that we each have something that we can contribute to each other, I realized that there's nothing to be afraid of. I can bring my worth and I can share whatever message is in my heart and know the value that it would land in their mind and in their world in the way that it needs to land. So in essence today, I would love to leave you with the idea of who's the specific people that you are afraid of to talk to. And how I also learned from Dr. John DiMartini, how he said to me, take all the different age groups. Think of, are you afraid to speak in front of kids? Are you afraid to speak in front of your family? Are you afraid to speak in front of certain friends? And why is it that you are afraid to speak in front of them or share a message that you've got for them? So where is this specific people that you feel you don't have anything to contribute? And go and take the time to see what is valuable. What do you have that they don't know and that you can actually share with them, and how valuable it would be for them to find out what you also know. So I'm leaving you with this essence for today. Where can you go and proudly and confidently speak your truth?